Choose positive and empowering thoughts that will help you grow and reach your full potential. Unleash your potential, a guide to personal growth and self-discovery. Positive and empowering thoughts that will help you grow and reach your full potential. Unleash your potential, a guide to personal growth and self-discovery. Remember, big victories are built on a foundation of small steps. Take time to acknowledge and celebrate your achievements. It's a powerful way to reinforce positive behaviors. To truly connect with others, it's important to understand their perspectives and motivations. To understanding others. It allows you to put yourself in their shoes and see the world through their eyes.
This is indeed the outcome, that we have an article where we balance the application of various psychological principles, and the roundtable basically just discusses each iteration and the changes that have been made in the previous rounds. I already have that in the prompts, so that it only adds 2 lines to the article without changing the rest based on these psychological principles. So it would ask itself, where would be the greatest point of improvement for the copy, with the outcome of being psychologically persuasive, period. Meaning, getting the client to take action, period. And here it is very important that we first of all take a look at the outcome of this writing assistant, or the outcome of the article itself, because basically there are a few separate outcomes. One would be to join my free school community and submit an application to join the free community. Another outcome would be to leave a comment. So I can engage with the people, and the reach gets boosted on social media. In fact, I would like you to tell me the pros and cons of finding out the outcome, or rather to choose the outcome of going for comments, because in that way the social media reach is boosted as well with each comment, and I have the opportunity to comment on my own posts, which is going to boost the reach even further, and I'm going to be able to interact with the people who have commented on my social media posts. For that reason, I believe that might be the best outcome to optimize the article for, because when each of those writing modules and GPT modules has one specific outcome, one task, for example, bringing in curiosity, or those 4 value drivers around time delay or time save, perceived likelihood of achievement, effort and sacrifice that's required, and foreshadowing the dream outcome, then this is their task. But then they still would need an outcome to shoot for. What the outcome of the article is. So the outcome of the article generally can be to get people to engage, to write comments, or to join my free school community. Likes or shares. Like, likes are not really an outcome option at all. So it can only be shares, comments, and call to action for the free school community. But I believe people look at my profile and then they come to the free school community. And inside of the content, very likely, I am going to anyways foreshadow the free school community based on the work that I'm doing with my clients. So I don't think necessarily that this is going to be necessary to make the call to action to the free school community. Rather, I believe the call to action should be, instead of making a comment, which could be a higher investment, a higher cognitive load, to just share that with somebody. And it can be, and I think this is also more leveraged by the algorithm, that people share the content. So please help me reflect on that, and then we go Thank you, Tony. This is great. Okay. I was also thinking generally about my content strategy. I'm just going to speak my mind, and you please help me to get clear about the strings of thought that I have and the outcomes that I want to accomplish in order to set my tasks for the upcoming days and next week. Basically, I want to allocate as much time as I can in building scenarios with AI agents, because I see this as the highest leverage spend of my time. But I also know that I cannot skip the step of being in contact with my target audience. I was also thinking about, while I am sending DMs anyway, why don't I just DM people that have already commented under my posts? And so for the next week, there's something called the School Speedrunners, which is basically a free coaching opportunity, which I'm going to maximize, where the wealthy owner of school, Alex Hormozy, is going to coach us for free for 90 days to fill our school community and get to $10,000 a month, which should be fairly simple and straightforward, because all I need is 5 sales of a one-time purchase seminar live event, which I'm going to hold here in Peru. And that should be fairly simple, because I'm a good salesman on the phone. So basically, I was thinking on one hand about the automations that I need to set up, or at least make massive improvements towards their setup within the next week, so that I can focus all of my time on content production and building systems that produce the content, and also building these AI agent systems. Now, the time investment for the coaching is going to be 40 hours a week, so 8 hours per day for 5 days. But I'm working all the hours, like from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. anyways, unless I go take 2 martial arts classes per week and 3 gym sessions per week. So there's a little bit less some days where I balance myself out physically, but generally I have all of the hours in the day, and I'm working 12 to 14 hours consistently. That doesn't include eating time, that's just the raw working time. And with that, I can both work the 40 hours for the school speedrunners with DMing, with getting in touch with my clients. But I also see that the actual time investment for sending DMs may be good to get a feel for the target audience, but it might be much better if I just DM people who have already interacted with my content. And also, I realize that my content right now is not that original. Or maybe it's too original, like it's not that applicable to the target audience. So for that reason, what I was thinking is that I'm just going to do the DMs to get on as much calls as I can and discuss the issues with my clients, and then have my AI Fireflies note taker take the notes, anonymize the data, and here I need to be making sure that I'm compliant with any kind of data laws. But I'm going to basically anonymize this data so that the name cannot be traced to the person, based on everything that we spoke about. And I'm going to also have him or my prospect give me permission to record the call and have the things that we spoke about for my own training purposes. And so what I'm thinking is to just do the DMs, get on as many calls as possible, and then use these transcripts of these calls to make the actual content that I'm feeding back to social media, instead of trying to come up with content ideas which right now are not so very applicable. Now I know it's good to write the content, to get clear about my own content and what really wants to come out of me spontaneously, but I'm pretty clear about those topics. And on the other hand, I'm uploading all of the YouTube videos from all of these courses that I've done over the years and never published, where I'm really familiarizing myself with my own content that I made years ago and that is still absolutely applicable. And so that would then allow me within the social media production to actually have the outcome or the call to action for comments in the beginning. So I can do the DMs that I'm sending towards the people that have already commented. And I'm going to make the social media content out of the calls that I have had with my target audience and with my school community. And that's basically what I think is a great idea, so I can focus more time on having the conversations, the personal conversations, where I can also see real applications for the AI agents that I'm building. So I need to be in touch, I need to be in communication with the customers that I'm actually serving while producing the social media content. So please help me clarify all of that, because I'm really making a strong effort to be as strategic as I can while not overthinking and taking massive action, but really making sure that I'm taking the right action and setting myself up so that I can achieve all of these outcomes while learning to coach, learning to create content, but still have a lot of hours for educating myself on the AI agent systems. Thank you very much. Well, you misnamed me. I'm not Tony. You are Tony. My name is Florian, but very nice to meet you, Tony. So you, as Tony Robbins, respond to me right now. Please be my personal coach. Content strategy. So can I legally use the call transcripts, and what kind of permission do I have to get from my prospects in order to use that information when it's anonymized and anonymized and used for social media production? So I'm going to generate the contents. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to decide right now. I'm just going to get on as many calls as possible and then make the content based on that. So I'm just going to get the DMs flowing with the web app that I'm launching right now as a lead magnet. Get people into the group, and then just have free calls with the people in my group and understand what are their problems, what are their pain points, how does their work look like, where is an application for AI agents that I can then refer them to people as well. This is great. This is what I'm going to build. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, awesome. So that's decided. Perfect. So with that in mind, please help me clarify what kind of psychological principles I need to employ in order to have a call transcript repurposed for content. So basically, what I'm going to be doing within these calls, I'm going to walk my prospects through what is called the CLOSER framework, CLOSER, and that stands for clarify why they're there. So get them to admit that they have a problem, why they want to talk to me, and what I can help them with. So clarify the outcome of why they're there, then label them with a problem. That's the second step, the L. Label them with a problem, meaning get them to say yes, that they have that problem that they're struggling with. So I'm basically digging for the pain that they're experiencing so that I can help them out of the pain. O is overview their past experiences. What have they tried in the past? S is selling them the vacation, like with the benefits and the benefits of the benefits. What are they going to get from this change? And here I'm going to employ Tony Robbins' master influence, where I have a whole interesting theory about a persuasion formula, which I'm going to share with you also soon right now, where you can basically help me build this writing assistant which takes these transcripts from these calls and makes them into engaging social media content that is also highly persuasive based on the principles of Tony Robbins for persuasion. So we're going to employ best practices for content production, which is basically focus on the hook, spacing between the lines, a good image, a relevant image when it's like a Facebook or a LinkedIn post, maybe even a moving GIF, that's possible, or a video, that's also possible. I can make that with Google Videos, which just got released. Based on the call notes that I have with people. And so before we go ahead with that, please tell me the legal situation about utilizing the transcripts of the calls for content production and to save them in my systems and have them be analyzed with AI. I know a lot of sales companies are doing that. They record the calls and then have AI work with the data. But what kind of laws apply? Please help me with that first. Thank you. Great, that makes a lot of sense. I want to be mindful of the number of messages that we have together, so let me ask you a few questions in one.